Yo, back in the booth, I speak the truth. I'm a real dog. I gotta kick it to all the youth. Everybody talking guns and blam blams and whammers. Boy, hop in the slammer. Boy, you're gonna get damaged. Billy Bob gonna catch you hopping off the rope. And yeah, turnbuckle, boy, you dropping all the soap. And everybody that was talking, they ain't who we like. Boy, I'm the dog. Boy, I'm who you wanna be like. I'm chilling in the building. Podcast blasting. Everybody thinking I'm outlasting anybody running up. Boy, numbers is running up. Yeah, boy, we getting views from France, Switzerland, and such. I just chill. I do it in the field, back on the real, on the football field. Back in the day, University of Memphis, I played, and I'm just doing the same thing. I'm not throwing trays. I'm not throwing big B's or C's or folks or none of that. Everybody talking, boy, you a Thundercat, a cartoon, boy, and I'm out of this world. Might come double up, boy, and date your girl. I just chill, boy, and I hop up in the Rover. Yeah, boy, just like closing the dark, you're over. I'm on the mic. That's what I do. Got a Nike check on my shirt, bigger than you, and I just get on the microphone, boy. Yeah, boy, Tiger Talks is on, boy. I'm just chilling today. Everybody saying, everybody doing everything every way. Yo, I'm going to last. I'm on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, on Apple. Yeah, too. So we don't gotta do the intro, not me or you. If you wanna find me, you know where I be. On the matter, yeah, boy, it's me. Instagram, a dang Twitter, Coach Shak Bryan. Boy, you know that I'm a hitter. If you're trying to find a website, boy, in TV, it's Tiger Talk with Shak. Yeah, ME. I'm just on. And yeah, boy, we like that. Not on. We running. Hey, Shak on the mic, man. Hey, freestyle fanatic, man. You already know what it is, man. We can get on right into it, man, because, hey, man, the freestyle drop, we already introduced everything, man. And so, shout out. I got to get these levels right. Get these levels right in here, man. What we doing? Hey, with that being said, man, we're going to jump into the first segment, man. But you already know before we go, man, we got to hunt. Yo, hey, look, we're going to kick it off with the motivational segment, man. We do not start with motivation, but I need to, man, because if that's the centerpiece of who I am and what I do, man, guess what? We got to give you that all the time, man. So, hey, we're going to jump right in, man. Listen, life is about 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react. What that means is this, is that things are going to happen. It's life, right? Every day we have a new challenge. Everybody thinking that there's going to be glitz and glamour and roses and petals, but it doesn't work like that. We have to understand that things are going to happen. People are going to piss us off. You know, it's going to be a problem somewhere. Every day is not a problem, but it's going to be something you have to handle. And so with that being said, it's not about the 10% that happens. It's about the 90% that you handle, and how do you handle it? I give you a perfect case scenario. Parenting is really easy. We make a lot of mistakes. Our kids might not like us sometimes, but guess what? We are there. And the fact of showing up, that is the 90% that you got to have. It's not about what you do when you get there, unless you're doing some wild stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it's about just being there for your kid. It's about just showing up. It's about, if he has something going on, you do what you got to do to show up. And, you know, they could have made you mad the day before, but guess what? You have to have the ability to rise above the situations that occur. And that's even in life, man. Life, we got challenges everywhere, man. Somebody could not have the money that they want. Somebody could not have the love that they want. Somebody could not have the appreciation that they want. Somebody cannot be on the same level as somebody else. Somebody can be nervous. Somebody can be suffering with depression, anxiety, OCD, manic depression, all of these things, man, because life happens, right? And if we don't respond to it 90% better than what we're doing, we're going to repeat the same cycles and the same steps that we have been already, man. And so what we got to realize is we got to go for it, man. We got to go for the mark. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we set, whatever goal we set, whatever dream we got, hey, we got to chase that thing and run it down to the fullest every single day, man. And, you know, we have to realize, like, you know, regardless of what's happened to us in the past, That was the past. Everybody's had this situation where they be like, man, this is so big, man. This is such a significant thing. And they're worried about this and worried about that and stuff like that. And, we get all bummed out. Like, let's say a kid fails a test, right? Or makes a bad play in football, or disappoint their parents, or makes a mistake. Or as a parent, let's say you do something, you argue with somebody, you don't do something that you should have done. We all make mistakes, right? But the thing is whatever that mistake is, however big that situation is, name a time where you haven't been okay afterwards. A lot of times things happen on purpose. With your kids and stuff like that, things we correct our kids on, we have to remember that it's not for now that we're correcting it for, it's for the future. So if I tell my son, you have to be respectful, today is not the day that he has to be respectful. I have to train him to understand that today I'm saying be respectful. We're going to work on it. And if we work on it continuously, when it's time that he needs to be respectful, he will be. And therefore, our kids don't wind up in jail, incarcerated, dead, whatever the case may be, on probation, not having the right stability to maintain their families. We have to understand that the lessons that we teach people right now, it will happen in the future. And also another thing, you have to coach everybody. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a coach. I coach everybody. I coach my family. I coach my girl, fiance. I coach my kids. I coach everybody in my life. I coach myself. I'm the hardest on myself because if we got a goal, we got to get somewhere. Guess what? You got to stay motivated. I motivate myself more than I motivate y'all, man. And so that's what you got to look at, man. Always continue to press the mark. Always continue to improve everybody around you. Always continue to speak life in the people around you, and always continue to be awesome, man. Also, don't worry about people, man. That's one thing we gotta, get better at. We're so worried about, pleasing the next man, or what does Johnny think, or how does my best friend look at it? Man, bump them. We have to know that 5 years is the average lifespan that somebody has in our life. 5 years. If you look at it, high school kids be so frustrated that I deal with on a regular basis. Hey, coach, this happened. Hey, coach, that happened. Hey, coach, so-and-so did this. Hey, coach, they're talking about me. Social media, they're doing this. Guess what? That's fine. We understand that that's a complaint and that's a real issue. But at the same time, we have to understand that, listen, they're not going to be in our life always. They have 5 years. So if you start in the 8th grade, by the 12th grade, you're not going to deal with that person anymore. You might see them on social media, but guess what? You can block them. Whatever's not in your life, man, listen, you don't have to answer to it or for it. You don't have to address stuff. Remember last week we talked about, terrible people or stupid people, want revenge. Smart people, they want to they want to just get past things or forgive. And then also the intelligent people, remember, they don't even respond to things because things are in the past. Once something happens to you, man, you got to move forward. And so when we look at things, we have to look at it from a perspective of this. If a person has a 5-year plan and they wind up staying in our life more than 5 years, that is a blessing. That means that relationship was not seasonal. But most of the time, in 5 years, you're not going to talk to anybody you're talking to today. You'll have a whole new audience besides family members and stuff like that. But even sometimes then, but we have to be so grounded and so rooted in our goals and our visions that when they escape our life, we understand what their purpose was in our life and the seeds that they planted. And now we're growing a harvest and we're not worried about our crops going bad. See, that's what happens when we try to hold people to revenge type things. That's what happens when we don't let go of the past or hurt or rejection. That's what happens. So we got to go further, man. We got to go past where we were, man, to get where we're going, bro. Straight up. Bomb. Yo, understand this too. With that being said, with people having a 5-year span in our lives, we have to understand this is that don't share everything with everybody. You have to know who you can talk to. And a lot of times, the only person you can talk to about stuff is God. We all have that thing that we can't tell anybody about, but we got to go to God with it because we know if that got out, then guess what? It'd be something bad. Like you would be, everybody has something that they're ashamed of in their life. And that's just realistic. We're not perfect people. But what we have to understand is this, is that your friends that you think your friends, a lot of times aren't your friends. People talk too much. You have to understand that There's no secrets in this game of life. No secrets. Everybody has somebody that they confides in. And even if it's your best friend and they confide in you, you have to understand there's somebody else that they confide in. If somebody's married, they're going to tell their wife the majority of the things anyway. And you have to realize that. So who you think is your best friend, yeah, they could be good. They could be valuable. They could be adding purpose to your life. But also we have to understand that that person also has somebody that they confide in. So if you think you're telling a secret, you're not telling a secret. The average time somebody tells you, you tell somebody else, and it doubles and triples. And before you know it, 1,000 people know the secret that you were trying to hide. With that being said, man, why not be an open book? Why not be transparent? Because when we think about it, if everybody knows our business anyway, and everybody's going to know our business, won't you be more free if you're comfortable in saying, man, I don't care. They're going to leave in 5 years anyway. So I don't care. So what we got to realize is that, man, whatever happens in our life, man, keep pushing and don't be ashamed of anything that you've done, because it is going to work itself out either with time or either with you prospering and succeeding. Successful people don't worry about where they were yesterday. Successful people don't worry about the negativity that happened yesterday. Successful people are always moving towards the future and what's next. What's next? I tell people on the football field all the time, man, you make a bad play, so what? Make 3 good ones. We worried about, oh man, I got burnt by the DB. I gave a touchdown up. Oh man, that doggone dude juked me, man. I didn't get him down. Oh man, that bill, man, I forgot to pay it, man. It's gonna hurt my credit. Oh man, my spouse did this. That. Oh man, my kids did this. Oh man, listen, man, stop doing that, man. We got to go on to the next play, the next movement, the next phase of our lives, man. Also, last 2 things, man, don't put your eggs in one basket. We talk about, your dreams, your goals, and you got to be hard on your goals. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Podcaster, books done, being edited right now. And I can release it probably in about a month if I wanted to, but being edited right now. Shout out to the homie, man. And then also, like, I'm coaching, I'm teaching, personal training, and it's not saying that it has to be a lucrative option. It's saying that you are doing other things outside of what people expect you to do. You're doing other things outside of your comfort zone. You are working and developing your craft, because even if we're doing something for free, we're developing the characteristic and the trait that's necessary probably for our next phase of our job. You never know who respects you. I remember when I just thought, I was going through the mundane, world and going through the mundane things of life. And I looked up and dang, is a 56-year-old man saying that, man, he looks up to me. He respects me. Is a 48-year-old man saying, oh man, I admire what you do. A lot of people are your biggest fans, but we actually look at them as enemies because of hurt that we experienced in the past. And then we have to realize everybody's not going to be your friend. Everybody that smiles in your face don't have your best interests at heart. But you got to keep going and being you, because you can't let that person dim your light. You can't let that person stop you from shining. Don't devalue yourself or dim your light for anybody, and keep going. Also, don't spread yourself too thin. We talked about the other day about actually having enough in you to say, to say, hey, man, I will do this. Yes, I will. When somebody asks you something, yes, I'll do it, because we could be blocking what's in our future. But also don't put yourself too many places to where you're tired. Remember, your body will crash, but you got to work. You got to plant seeds, but don't make sure you don't spread yourself too thin to where you can't be critical or necessary or good to the people that you need to be good to, man. So let's go through some keys to success. Okay. The first one, man, stay focused. Stay focused on your grind. Keep going, man, no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're taking one step towards your goal. Every day, work on something that's going to be the future you, or something that you want. If it's weight loss, guess what? Try to make good habits throughout the week. You may fail on Monday, but win on Tuesday. Every day is not going to be a dub, and we want a dub all the time. We always want to win. Look back at us when we're kids, right? When we're kids, what do we say? Oh man, I can't stand losing. And you lose too much, man. You stop doing what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You're going to take losses, but the thing is, you got to take more wins than losses. It's like UFC, man. UFC come on tonight, and there's a lot of good fights going on, man. But look, if somebody take a loss tonight, man, that comes with the game. That's a part of the territory. Learn from it, build from it. Don't let it stagnate you. And then you keep pushing forward. Second one, man, everything is a business move. We have to know that. We make so many decisions on our heart. We make so many decisions, with love. We make so many decisions, based on how we feel that people should handle things. And that's fine. But we also have to be business minded. It doesn't matter how much you love somebody or how much they love you. If you go in the store and you say, hey, man, let me get a bag of chips, that person not going to be like, oh, man, you cool. Yeah, it's free. Especially not every time. If that happens, they're not going to be in business. So use your mindset, okay? Don't let everybody play on your heart. Plan ahead. Your next move is your best move. I play chess all the time. And chess is 3 moves ahead. You got to show somebody they think you're doing this, but you're doing this. I'm doing a podcast. I'm doing a video podcast, but it's for something else. And that's what we have to keep looking at. This is going to build me here. This is going to grow me here. This is going to bless my family like this. So we're always thinking the next move ahead. Also, exercise and make sure you eat a good, healthy meal plan. Remember, we get one body in this life. That's it. One. We don't get second chances. We don't get do-overs. This is not a respawn. It's not a video game. If we die, just like in Mario Brothers, if you fall in a ditch or you fall in a hole, you don't get another life. There's no music playing in this world. Nah, it's not that. You don't get that, man. And it's not a movie, man. You're not going to hear this every day. Oh, donkey. I love you, donkey. You're not going to get that all the time, man. We have to realize, man, that, it's going to be day to day. Okay. Everything is not going to be song and dance. Everything not going to be laughter. But guess what? Take the good with the bad. Take the sunshine with the rain. Take the L's with the gains. Take max with no pains. Take sunshine when it rains. Make rainbows out of this thing. Bars. What's happening? Bars. With all of that, man, we have a lot of news going on in the world. It's crazy things, but it's life, like we just got finished saying. So Mayor Kemp in Georgia, that's our mayor. But they passed the right to carry bill. Now, what is that? The right to carry is that it doesn't matter if you are as long as you're over 21. These are the parameters. You have to be over 21. You have to have a legal gun. You have to get a background check before you get a gun. And it has to be a weapon that's legal in Georgia, not no, AR with a super scope, laser beam. You can't have nothing like that, man. But, it is a law that just passed, man. And, the crazy part that has to be talked about is this a good law for Georgia? Is this a good law for the world? Because we don't know. Nobody's ever done this. Laws are meant, some people say laws are meant to be broken or evaluated or checked. But do we think this is a good law? My personal opinion, I think that it's good and bad. Let me tell you why it's good. The reason why it's good is that if somebody's a criminal, well, they can't get a background check. So the gun that they're going to get is going to be off the street and hot with the serial number shredded out. I just know that from being from the hood. But at the same time, is that if Johnny or Mike got a gun, right? Their gun not going to be visible like everybody else's. Their gun's going to be hidden and concealed. So what better opportunity to combat something that happens if you already are carrying yours and it's concealed? That means that people can defend themselves. However, playing devil's advocate, and what's going to happen on the flip side is this: everybody going to start to be like the Wild Wild West. It's going to be like this for a second. You now have the ability to hunt to the morning time. Because if somebody pulls something out, somebody else going to pull something out. You're going to have mad shootouts. But, with everything's going on, man, a lot of people are wanting to be safe. I mean, in Kennesaw, Georgia, which is right from up the street from where I stay, you have to have a gun or be a gun owner to even own property in that community, because that's what's real. All right, now I'm gonna see how much I can get through this, but man, this next segment is gonna be very critical. Okay, we got 10 minutes to knock it out, And whatever I don't cover, man, y'all shoot me in the DMs, man, and hit me up, and I'll talk to you about it. But a lot of people want to know, man, hey, my kid is a star athlete. Everybody kid is a star athlete, by the way. But my kid's a star athlete. Where can I get him exposure, and where can I get him, to where some of these great college scouts are seeing the same thing that I see? Well, if that's your case, or if that's your point, then guess what? We're going to hook you up, because we have the top 4 things that you have to go to. And then we have some different places that you can go to if you feel like it. Okay. We're going to start at the bottom of the list. The bottom of the list is actually the All-American, the underclassmen camp. That's 600, the 600 top underclassmen in the nation. How do you get on this list? Well, I've already gotten a guy on this list. But basically what it is this, is that you have to be one of the 600 top. And in order to get evaluated, your coach has to recommend you. So if you've never been put in this, then guess what? I'm not saying, but your coach is not really doing the best job of recruiting. I've already, where I was at schools, hey, man, I submit this, boom, boom, boom. I let the head coach know, whatever the case may be, and they're already in. But I'm going to take the legwork for my kids if I really care about them, right? So I have somebody in this. Well, at that camp, you run the 40 twice, you run a short shuttle, you do the vertical jump, then you have lunch, they do a seminar, then you can do one-on-ones, 7-on-7 type deal, one-on-ones, and then one-on-one with the lineman. You can register at footballuniversity.org, and I think it's like 125, something like that. The next one we'll talk about. All right. The next one is the National Underclassmen Combine. National Underclassmen Combine is the same type thing we were talking about. All right. They have a couple camps around the world. They're going to New Jersey on the 20th. On the 19th, they're going to Frederica, Delaware, excuse me. And then they'll be in Snellville, Georgia on March 27th, okay, at 8 a.m. All right. Make sure you look at this, man. That website is myfootballcamps.com, myfootballcamps.com. Select camp events, and then you'll see all of this information. All right. The next one is the VTO. Basically, what it is it is the VTO Sports Elite Showcase. All right. Is the top 100 showcase. The way you get in this is just by paying $125. All right. And then basically you'll be doing all the combine testing, position drills. They'll be taking you through team drills, hustling on and off the field, calling defense and stuff like that. 7-on-7 and alignment challenge. This is all included for $125. Well, where they're going to be at? Okay. Well, I'm glad you asked that. All right. They will be in Atlanta tomorrow at Denmark High School. That's a Sunday. All right. Denmark High School. You can look up everything. You can still register for that. They'll be in California next week and San Francisco. They'll come back on the 26th to South Carolina. They'll go to North Carolina after that, Little Rock, Arkansas on April 2nd. April 3rd, they'll be at the University of Memphis, man. Come on. But just if you want more information, man, holla at me, man. You go to VTO Sports, VTO, okay? Victory Tiger Orange Sports, VTO sports.net. All right. Make sure you hit that up, man. Very important that you get your kids some exposure, man. Also, the second one that I like is actually the Nike Combine. All right. The Nike Combine is pretty cool, man, because they got a lot of stuff going on. They're going to be traveling around the world. But the Sparks Combine is actually, they are not giving dates, and actually the website's down right now. But that website usually is Nike.com. And then you go /Sparks. All right. So they have a lot of stuff coming up, man. They have a camp next week in Georgia. So make sure y'all hit me up, man, or go to the website, man. Nike.com/Sparks, I believe it is. Or you can go to studentsports.com/Nike Sparks. All right. Another one is the Rivals. Rivals is the best camp. It's been at the best. It's been at the forefront for a while. Okay. The crazy thing about Rivals is it's absolutely free, man. Absolutely free. These people put on these shows, man, to actually just rank and help kids, man. And they actually, that's great. And they actually wind up rating you. If you one of the top ratings, you get to come to the big camp at the end of the year. All right. But all of this stuff starts. Actually, it already started. They actually are in Miami, Florida today. They're in North Carolina next week. They're in New Orleans the week after that. Texas, April 9th. Indianapolis, April 22nd, April 23rd, Philadelphia, May 14th, and they come to Georgia, May 21st. That's a big one, okay? May 21st. Just go on rivals.com, go to Camp Series, and then basically, or you can go to Rivals Camp Series, all right? RIVALSCAMPSERIES, okay? Rivalscampseries.com, all right? And it's going to be May 21st in Georgia, all right? Now, want to go through a couple camps with you guys. That'll be regular attendee camps. They call attendee camps is when you go straight to the university. All right. So basically, July 25th, University of Alabama Birmingham has something. Arkansas State has something July 16th. Both of these camps, a UAB is $40. Arkansas State is $75. Florida International has one, $25. All of these camps are under 100. Going through here, all of these camps are going. If you need to get information, man, holla at me. But all of these camps are really nice. They set the kids up. They run them through combine situations and stuff like that. And then basically what they do is, after that, they evaluate them. And if they like them, then they start recruiting the kid or start talking to them, inviting them on formal visits. All right. So all of you parents, single moms or anything like that, man, that don't have the opportunity to know these things, man, you can reach out to me. Coach Shak Bryant at Instagram and Twitter. I will give you help. I know a lot of people hit me up and they be like, I don't know what camp to send my son to. Well, I am telling you what camp to send your son to. So all you got to do is listen, man, and make sure that you are, following those rules and guidelines, man. And that's pretty much it. With that being said, man, make sure we understand, man, motivation. We got to focus on our dreams, not worry about friends. We got to make sure we keep pushing towards your mark. Don't worry about the losses you take. Remember, the people that's in your life, man, only have a lifespan of 5 years. Keys to success. Remember, got to be focused. You got to have everything in a business mindset. We got to move or plan ahead. We got to exercise and, man, eat healthy. The Georgia, remember, they passed the law about carrying, man, so you don't have to have an actual official gun permit. You can carry if you want to. Also, those camps, man, make sure y'all hit me up and just rewind the tape, man, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and we'll get it going, man. And you already know I'm fast. No, not really, but I'm gonna last. Like the Energizer Bunny going out of gas. Never been a sucker, boy. Everybody on my... Whoa, not that. Big Shaq, run up on your boy for Max. No, not really. Talking about Big Max. Hit McDonald's drive-thru and I was just like that. I'ma chill a little bit. Might play some Madden. Might play Call of Duty. I might play Aladdin. I might get on the mic and drop it like a dragon. I might go anywhere because I be acting toughest to acting. The boy here, boy, no. Everybody know, rain, sleet, hell, snow. I'm going to do a podcast because I'm going to be top last. And anybody didn't support, then that's yo. Everybody rapping tough. Everybody think they show enough. They be rough, but I just chill in the building. I got 2 children, a girl, and I ain't happening with the way. All right, so we going, man. Hey, remember what we do, man. Just having a little fun. Hey, yo, we are on tigertalk.me. Okay, tigertalk.me, man. I appreciate everybody riding with us. Remember, the squad is the click, man. Aces up, bruh. Blood is digging in water only in certain cases. You need water to live. You learn that in the basics. Better cherish your aces. And I cherish my aces, man. Salute to all of y'all, kings. You already know.